Good morning, everybody. Hello, hello. It's Thursday, November 30th, 2023. My name is Jennifer Cotton. I'm a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator in Midlothian, Texas, and that means I teach people how to make greeting cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more with stamps, ink, paper, and lots of cool tools. So, good morning and welcome. Thank you for being here. Whether it's your first time watching or you are coming back, thank you very much. I see Susan, first one here over on YouTube. Good morning in chilly Green Bay, Wisconsin. Hilda, good morning to you also on YouTube. Cindy, good morning. Carol, good morning. I love all the hearts, Carol. In Texas, YouTube. Cindy, good morning. Linda in rainy, she says good rainy morning from Mansfield, Texas. Cindy, thanks for sharing. Let's see. Rosemary, good morning. Landa, good morning. Woohoo, Landa's here first thing. Sandy, good morning. Marshfield, Wisconsin. Hope it warms up a little today. Yes, I think we're going to have nice weather here today. It's 54 right now. And I forgot what it's going to be. Maybe it's not going to be as warm today, but this weekend's going to be nice. I can't remember now. It's like a little misty here, but it was going to rain more. They predicted more and it's not, so that's good. Sandy in Marshfield, yes. Holly, good morning in Wyoming over on YouTube. Terry, good morning. Margaret, good morning. And sorry, my screen is interfering. Mary Jo in upstate New York, good morning. All right, good to see you guys. So my name is Jennifer Cotton. I've been a Stampin' Up! Demonstrator 22 years. November 20th was my 22-year anniversary. I do this as a full-time business. So I teach people how to make cards, scrapbook pages, gift packaging, and more. And as a full-time business. So I offer lots of events you can take. I do these videos weekly. I do all kinds of stuff. And I want to remind you on this video that later today on YouTube, I will add the timestamps down below in the description. You'll click show more or something like that in the description, and it'll open up my full description, which has lots of links for you. Like right now, you can join my email list. And there's another link, I forget, maybe join the club link. Actually, in YouTube, all the links are there, but in Facebook, which will be up here, I'll add all the links later. It's a weird Facebook thing with me. Anyway, timestamps down below later today. And that is where you can skip around and you don't have to listen to the beginning. You can go straight to stamping or specials or whatever you want. Hey, Kylie, good morning. Cindy, Hazen, North Dakota. Can't talk. Good morning to you guys. I keep looking ahead because my camera looks crooked to me, but then I check it and it doesn't look crooked on the screen, so I don't need to touch it, but it's like at a weird angle today. Okay, so as you come on today's video, even on replay, good morning, Oma. Please say hi, because that will get you entered to win the cards I'm going to make today with the gorgeous translucent Florals Bundle. And by the way, the bundle pricing is expiring January 3rd, I believe. So if you want to get these two products at a discount, you got to do that by January 3rd, but you can still get them after that individually, not discounted. Anyway, that's the cards I'm going to make, 3 of them, and you can have a chance to win those cards just by commenting on this video on YouTube, on Facebook, live, or on replay. And so you can say hi, ask a question, whatever you'd like. Say hi to your friends. It doesn't matter. April, good morning. Lori, good morning. Liked and shared in Minnesota. Pam, good morning. Woo. Always happy when Pam finds me. Jackie, good morning. V, good morning. Facebook user. Pat, good morning. Thanks for sharing. Okay, so I feel like I was anyway, so even on replay, you can get entered to win the cards. And then if you share the video, that helps me. So comment that you shared like Pat just did, and you will get entered a second time to win those cards. But anything you do helps me. If you click like, if you give a heart, if you give a thumbs up next to the live chat in YouTube, if you follow, subscribe, turn on notifications, it all helps. So thank you very much. Okay, I'm going to talk about my events now. So as I said, I offer lots of events. I have so many coming up in January, but I do have events you can take in December as well. So all of my events are going to include your paper cut, die cut, punched, and embossed that we can, unless otherwise stated in your instructions, PDF tutorial. You will cut your own designer paper or kit components if that's included with your fee. And yeah, that's pretty much it. And then your step-by-step, very detailed tutorial with all your measurements. Anyone in the US can take my events. Anyone in the world can take my tutorials only. The 4 classes I have every single month without question are card class, scrapbook class, Stamp-A-Stack, and sampler. And they are all offered in person or to go. They will be in person December 18th. December 16th and mailed December 18th. December 16th is a Saturday. That's in DeSoto, Texas. And so again, card, scrapbook, Stamp-A-Stack, sampler. The email is going out tomorrow morning where you can register for those, but a little secret, you can register for them today in my 1 p.m. email. Just scroll to the bottom and you'll see the link to register for December's classes. So card class is 4 cards for $20, $15 free with a $20 order. Great deal. I'm going to use 2 stamp sets from the online exclusives, Simply Sparkling, 2 bundles, Simply Sparkling and Garden Meadow, I believe it's called. Yes, Garden Meadow. Scrapbook class is 3 12x12 scrapbook pages for $15, free with the $20 order. We're going to make New Year's and winter pages. So I'll use the Light the Sky bundle and Sparkling Snowflakes bundle. And those classes, I don't know what I'm saying. We'll make 3. And then next month in January, we'll make page 2 of one of those. Probably the winter one, but honestly, I haven't figured it out yet. So we'll figure that out when I design. So you can register for those now. Hey, Sherry, thank you. I'm glad you're here. No, Janet in Cold, North Carolina. Cindy shared with friends who stamp and make cards. I love it, Cindy. Thank you. Okay, and then sampler class is going to use the Sparkling Snowflakes bundle. So lots of beautiful snowflakes and the Snow Crystal stamp set, which is a single big snowflake stamp. So sampler, you can join the club through December 10th. That is your deadline. By the way, for card and scrapbook, your deadline is December 14th or while supplies last. Sampler, here's the sampler from last month or this month, November. And I do have 1 packet left. This is our sampler in November. This is not cute. So our club members are $35. You get over 20 in merchandise. You get everything cut, die cut, punched, and embossed possible. You will cut your designer paper and anything you have to stamp and then die cut, like these ornaments, you'll do that yourself. But the banners will be die cut. These little ornament toppers are already die cut. These pieces are die cut, and that's for all of these events. These strips here are die cut. And again, you get your step-by-step tutorial. Your ornament will be die cut. This gift will be die cut, etc. And that's how my classes are. I only have 1 of those left. So that's $37 if you're not a club member. So that would be $37. But you can join my club. It's $35 a month. You get all that stuff, over 20 in merch. And then after 6 consecutive months of being a club member, you can pick $25 in free merchandise of your choice. But you can cancel at any time, so don't stress. You don't have to be, it's not like, oh, no, you can't quit. It hasn't been 6 months yet. You can quit if you want. And yeah, I think that's what I need to say about sampler. And then Stamp-A-Stack is 12 cards, 4 designs, 3 of each for $35 for club members. And you get over 20 in merchandise. You get 12 cards. Of course, both include your PDF tutorial, step-by-step instructions. It's just like the sampler. So this month in December, Stamp-A-Stack will be the Translucent Florals Bundle. And guess what? It'll be the cards I'm making today. So if you want to join that club, click the link in the description right now. Do it by December 10th. You can join either club with that 1 link. And or you can just register for these individual classes in the email today at 1 p.m. or the email that goes out tomorrow. Good morning, Lori, Sherry. Let's Let's see who Facebook user is. Diane, good morning. Shirley, good morning. Thanks for sharing. Pat, good morning. First time in a while I haven't had a work call on Thursday morning. Very nice, Pat. I love it. I mean, I'm glad that you can be here. Okay, in-person retreats we have coming up. April McCright, my retreat partner, and I messed up my graphics. Do in-person retreats. Gosh, I had to skip so far ahead for that. A few times a year. And the next one is in March 28th through 31st in Temple, Texas. We still have space left. Yes, you can register and you will love it. 8-foot table, plenty of lighting, huge room, a bed, meals. You're going to love it. You get to use our supplies while you're there. You get to use our stuff for your 10 or more make and takes. You get a $50 goodie bag. You can do the optional classes and use our stuff, etc. And we will offer the March retreat to go. And then, but June has been changed on the date. And if you're if you're on my email list and if you're in our retreat group, what's it called? Simply Spoiled Retreats Facebook group, you saw the info today. And it has filled up, which we knew it would because it's a smaller location. So June is full at this point. If spots open up, we will make a post about that. But anyway, you can still register for March. Then we have the June one, and then we have our crafting cruises. And the next one is January 2024. I am not clear if that one's full. It looks full to me, but you can always check with our travel agent. But then you can register now for January 2025 to go on a crafting cruise with April McCright and I. They're amazing. Here's some pictures from last year. Yeah, it's just amazing. It's a giant retreat, basically. I think that was the last one. Yes. It's a giant retreat on a boat with tons of other crafters. You're going to love it. So you can register now. You'll get our group rate. You can bring any friends you want. Friends, family, whoever, they get our group rate. They don't have to do the crafting portion in 2025. The group rate is going to be cheaper than any Royal Caribbean deal you see out there. So always check with our travel agent first. And it's at the end of January 2025. So any questions, let me know. Hey, Cindy, thanks for sharing. Okay, then let me go back on my graphics here to scroll backwards. I don't know what kind of order I put these in. I have some other events to tell you about, or whatever one want to call it. I'm calling this an event. I'm calling it a kit sale, and these are kits that I put together. Let me get my paper here. You can get my Take Your Pick tool holder at a discount. So it's normally, actually, I just had to raise the price a tiny bit because I honestly had underpriced it as far as getting paid for everything in it. So I forgot the price, but I think it's like $44 or $45 regular price. Where is it? Take your pick. Maybe it might be less than that. I can't remember. But anyway, the point is it's on sale for $35. That is rock bottom price. You're getting a discount on the Stampin' Up! Supplies, etc. It does include the Take Your Pick tool and the crafter tips. Also, these make great gifts. I have someone who ordered 4 or 5 Take Your Pick tool holders, and I know she ordered those for gifts. So for your crafty friends, they make great gifts. For your friends you want to get into crafting, they make great gifts. Okay, so that's the Take Your Pick tool on the left. On the right is the adhesive kit. You get the bag that says the Stamp Therapist. That's my team and group name. You get all the adhesives, a ruler, and a sand eraser, and adhesive remover, etc. And the sale price is $38. That one is about $46 regular price. When you register, you'll see the regular price. But however, I must say, it actually has gone up maybe $2 since then, since I made that event link. And again, that's because I had done the math wrong and I was charging too little. But anyway, get it on sale through December 5th. And then last but not least, your basic toolkit. By the way, I have all these kits here in real life to show you. You're going to get the printed basic toolkit, signed, the die cut piece to go behind it and some white cardstock to stamp and add those images if you want from Translucent Florals. You'll get the box and you'll get bone folders, paper snips, Wink of Stella, silicone craft sheet. Sale price $36. Again, all of these make great gifts for your friends and family and your crafting friends. So December 5th is your deadline to register, and they will be mailed by December 11th. So get on that. You got about 5 days, I think. Yeah, some of our friends got the Take Your Pick tool holder at a retreat. That's when I debuted the Take Your Pick tool holder. So I forget how many people took that retreat. And then some Darlin, I think, has bought them since then. I can't remember if you took that retreat, Darlin. Maybe it was retreat. But anyway, Darlin says, I love mine. By the way, good morning, Darlin. Hello from Hollywood, Florida. Robin loves her Take Your Pick tool holder. Convenient, all the tools at your fingertip. And good morning, Robin, by the way. Let me point the camera down. It's going to look ugly because I just threw everything down here. Here's the Take Your Pick tool holder, although I think mine is the old style. Look, yeah. So Scott revamped it where every opening goes all the way down so that you don't have to, and nobody has bought one for me like this, but we had some with a little stopper here for the shorter things, but we decided the shorter things can go in the longer. Anyway, it just makes it very much faster for you to put things away. You don't have to look and see if it's a short hole. And plus, if Stampin' Up! Comes out with different stuff, hopefully it'll fit as well. But anyway, so there's a smaller hole here for the stylus, and then all of the other ones are a standard size. Let's go. Oh, I gotta figure it out. I think I put something in the wrong place, but that's the point. That won't happen with the new style. It is Stamp Therapist Pink. There's one color choice, Stamp Therapist Pink, and your tool goes right there in the middle. And I do have to give a shout out to Cindy. I'm blanking on your last name, Cindy. I know too many Cindys. Cindy Owen, for giving us the original template to make this. Okay, here's your basic toolkit. A nice box. Snaps right here. It's an iris box. It won't be put together. You will decorate and glue everything down yourself. I'll give you instructions for that. Super simple. And then you'll get brand new, not used like mine. And not that one. A bone folder, Wink of Stella, scissors, and silicone craft sheet. But you can put way more tools in there, of course. You can even put adhesives in there. It's awesome. And then here's the adhesive kit. It's a really large bag, so you can fit way more stuff in it. And of course, I love that it's see-through, so you can see what's in there. Okay, so that's my promotion for that. I should have more. I do have more emails going out about that. I just don't remember when they're scheduled. But yes, Pam, being a demonstrator is awesome. Pam said, I received my mini catalog and celebration info yesterday. Whoopee. Exactly. This is why we want to be Stampin' Up! Demonstrators, even if it's a hobbyist like Pam, because you get the books first. I got mine yesterday too, but I didn't know. I didn't check my mail until this morning. I was so mad at myself for not checking it yesterday because we had a team Facebook, a Zoom last night where we were just crafting and talking, and I could have had my book right in front of me. That's what I get for being lazy. Hey, Kathleen in Florida. Oma boo. Everyone I talked to just got theirs yesterday from our team. Of course, there's people all over the US and world getting them at different times. Landa doesn't, a lot of people don't have theirs yet, but hopefully any day now. Hopefully. Okay, where was I? Coming soon. I want to tell you about these events coming soon. I'm going to camp out at my post office. Who said that? Hold on. Pat. I didn't think mine was in there yesterday because on informed delivery from the USPS website, I don't know, it was just like unclear if it was there, but then I went and it was there. Okay, I want you to know I have these events coming soon. I just have not literally had time to set up the links yet. One of the links is going out today. The rest are coming soon. Okay, so I have a new catalog kickoff January 13th in person or to go. Obviously, for these two new catalogs we're talking about, we will make all cards, at least 8 cards, stamping demonstrations, 2 stamping demonstrations, display stampers, and more. If you come in person, it includes lunch. If you take it to go, you get to join the Facebook group where you will see the stamping demonstrations. Yay, Linda got hers yesterday. See the stamping demonstrations and the display samples. So you'll have access to all of it. Anyway, that's coming January 13th. Paper share party January 27th. So yes, I'm doing a paper share with the new catalog, and yes, you can join it. I just have to, now that I have my catalog, it's much easier to do the pricing and set up those links and coordinate with Alejandra. We do it together. And so she'll design half of your make and takes. I will design half, and we'll have a whole Facebook party. We do videos live or recorded where we make every single card step by step. And but you can opt out, like you can take only the paper share, ribbon share, or add on the party. Anyway, all that info is coming. Jen and Jen Stamp Camp, January 24th. That is with Genevieve Co. We will be doing a camp with brand new product from the new mini catalog. And that's all online. Mega Cruise Retreat in a Box. So we have our cruise January 28th, and then we will be offering that to go. It is, when I say mega, it's mega. It includes 6 classes with multiple projects, $150 in product, gifts, a bag, etc. So Mega Cruise Retreat in a Box is coming very soon, because we're going to have you register at the beginning of January for that. I did not put it on here, but the March Retreat in a Box, of course, is coming. Okay, we have a demonstrator training event December 18th. Alejandra Gomez, Genevieve Co., me, and some guest speakers. We will train you to get ready to make the most out of celebration. I think I have a graphic for that one. This is the email that's going out today at 3 o'clock. So register. Everything will be pre-recorded. You can watch it at your leisure. Then we'll have a Zoom a few days later for live questions and answers, and we can take your questions. If you can't be there live, you submit them ahead of time. We will still answer them. And that's with all 3 of us answering your live Q&A. And March 14th, a demonstrator-only event in Houston, Texas, with Alejandra Gomez and I. And that's confirmed. We're doing it. It's at 9:30 a.m. in Houston at one of the hotels connected to the convention. However, we just don't have the link ready yet. Robin says I have the wrong date for my stamp camp, which is highly likely, because when you have 5,000 events going on, you're me, you type stuff wrong. Let me look. Yes, February 24th. February 24th. I'll make a note to fix that. February 24th for the Jen and Jen Stamp Camp. Thank you, Robin. Okay. That's why I put her thing on the screen so y'all can see that. Okay, so lots of stuff coming up. January is going to be very busy for me. Hopefully you guys will want to participate in everything we have going on in January. And it's going to be a lot of fun. Okay. Yeah, I want to remind you about the last chance products from the holiday catalog. The list is out, as you know. I went over it in a video, I think last week, where I showed you every single thing in the catalog and what's going away, what's not, what's on sale. They are while supplies last, but technically you have until January 3rd. I'm trying to read it. Yes, January 3rd or while supplies last for anything on that list that is retiring. So just make sure you know that. Like if it's gone when you want it, it was while supplies last. So get it now. And today is the last day to get my ordering special, which is the free class kit with the horse and sleigh bundle, You can see the cards pictured there. I show them on every video, and I made them on a video, but I don't have them in hand today. They're already being cut, so I can mail them next week, the week of December 4th. So you can order today. $25 or more with the host code gets you the class packet. 50 or more also gets you a free full pack of, I'm going to read it, Faceted Gems Trio Pack. And I'm going to sneeze, y'all. Oh, I caught that from Landa. She was telling me she couldn't stop sneezing this morning. 150 or more, you get all the gifts from me, but don't use the host code. You'll also get at least $15 in free stuff from Stampin' Up. So that ends today. Here's the faceted gems you get with 50. Of course, yours will be a full pack, not a partial like me. Thank you, Shirley and Linda. So anyway, that is that ordering special that ends today. Okay. I think I talked about all the specials. I'm going to show you some little show and tell real quick, and then I think we'll be ready to get started stamping. So camera down. Okay, so I have received some cards in the mail. I'm going to show those. I already showed this, that I have one packet left, but let me show you how the packet looks. So again, we cut, die cut, punch, and emboss. These are die cut with the adhesive sheets on the back so that you just peel and stick. You know, some over $20 in merchandise and everything cut and in order. So there's square one. There's square one. The next one behind that will be this one, and so on, ready for you to stamp and assemble with the PDF instructions. That's how all my classes are packaged. So that's why I'm showing that. Okay. I'm going to keep this here for reference. Okay, so some cards I received in the mail. Thank you guys very much. And I have the envelopes here. Look how cute, so I can remember. Yes, this is from Oma. Oma is normally the very first person I get a Christmas card from. Sorry, I shouldn't read messages while I'm trying to talk. But I think you were the second one this year, Oma. Somebody beat you. I forget which one in this stack, though, beat you. It must be this one. But it's still good. So it's just gorgeous. It is from one of our kits, which I believe is still available in the online store if you're a Paper Pumpkin subscriber. But it's so cute. I love it. So thank you, Oma. And then this one is from Julie. I started to say Tony. Julie. Thank you, Julie. I don't remember if Julie's here this morning. She's got her letter in there. Super cute. I love it, using multiple stamps. Isn't that cute? And this is like a glossy card base. Oh, glossy. So very nice, Julie. And then these are some I got during the Thanksgiving holiday. This is from Donna. Isn't that cute? This was a team. She's a team member, and so I had sent her an incentive, and she sent me a thank you. So thank you, Donna. And then this one is from Linda, and I love all the cards, but I love how she cut up this designer paper. This retired, no longer available autumn leaves designer paper. So cute. Thank you, Linda. Okay, so thank you everybody for the cards. And then my last little show and tell is each month at my team gathering, which sometimes is on Zoom and sometimes is in person, they have the option to add on make and takes for $10. And these are the make and takes this month. This month we're gathering in person, but you can take it to go, and we'll have a to go, like a Facebook Live meeting as well. And this is the Garden Meadow bundle that I'm using my card class. But anyway, so that's the make and takes that they can purchase only for $10, which is super discounted. It includes partial rolls of ribbon and partial packs of embellishments and stuff as well. And of course, we cut, die cut, punch, and emboss. Everything possible, right, Landa? So I just wanted to promote that. If you are on my team, you get to take part in that. Okay, today's cards are going to be, hey, Julie. Yes, the retreat filled up about 45 minutes ago, Julie. So sorry. But it would have been awesome if you could have come. We will update you guys if any spots open up. It's unlikely, but it could. You never know. But good morning, Jennifer. Good morning. Thank you, V. Thank you, Linda. I'm going to check something real quick over here on my computer. Okay. Okay, so today's cards are with the Translucent Florals Bundle. This is in the holiday catalog. It is not retiring. However, the bundle pricing is retiring. So if you want to get this bundle at 10% off, you want to get it now. Or by January 3rd, and then you'll just be able to buy them individually. Okay, so about this bundle, it's red rubber stamps. It's gorgeous flowers that when you stamp them, you get light and dark. It looks literally watercolored. The edges are darker, and then it's lighter, all watery in the middle. But the magic of Stampin' Up! Stamps does all that for you. Zero coloring needed with this bundle. There's 2 different types of larger flowers, a smaller flower, one large stem with 6 different leaves on it, a double leaf image, a single leaf image, all the watercolor style. Then there's like a center to the flowers you can stamp that's real solid, just like little, I don't know what those are called, stems coming up though. There's a single curved flower stem. And then there's just like an accent image. I don't know what you would call this, some kind of foliage that you can stamp. It's just like line art. Anyway, looks really cute with all this stuff. And then greetings. You're the best. Happy birthday. Congratulations. Wishing you all the happiness in the world. There's that. And then you have the, some of my dies are not in here, but you have the coordinating dies, the Translucent Florals dies. Here's the ones I have pulled out because we're using them in the class. So of course you can die cut out all of the stamped images, including the leaves and the smaller flower and the stem. And then there's just multiple standalone pieces to build together to make flowers and leaves, which I have not used those yet. I don't know. Has anyone else used those? Stamen. Yes, probably stamen for those, that little image for the middle of your flowers, the stamen. So anyway, has anyone used these dies to make standalone flowers? Landa is cutting cardstock for Make and Takes today. Julie, what was wrong, Julie? Oh, you just switched to YouTube. I got you. Okay, so anyway, there's 18 dies altogether between all that. So that's the Translucent Florals Bundle. And then I am also using the Delightful Floral designer paper. This is while supplies last. It's only in our online stores, so you can get this now until it runs out. There were several designer papers released a while back. 2 or 3 have sold out. This one is currently still available. I will say it matches the stamp set perfectly, but it does not, none of these flowers fit the dies, unless I'm wrong, but I don't think they do. So I've shown this paper when it first came out, so I'm just going to flip through it quickly here. But there's these gorgeous, let me read the colors, flowers in Berry Burst, Blackberry Bliss, Bubble Bath, Calypso Coral, Fresh Freesia, Lemon Lolly, Parakeet Party, Pool Party, and Pretty Peacock. And so this page pretty much has all those colors with these watercolory flowers, just like the stamps, but not exact enough to cut out, filling up the whole page. And then the back of every single sheet is just like a watercolor, almost like salty watercolor background of a color. So that's Berry Burst. These flowers here, all over the sheet, can be hand cut out because they're not overlapping, but no die fits it. So hand cut those out. And then the back of that one is Bubble Bath. And then there's 2 different leafy images. There's one that leans more toward the darker greens, Pretty Peacock, and another green, I'm blanking, and then one that has more brighter greens with the parakeet. Although it still has peacock, it's almost like a yellow where the parakeet party is on that one. And they're slightly different shapes of leaves and all that. So we have those two different leaf ones. On this first one, the back is pretty peacock watercolor stuff. And on the next one, the back is pool party. Okay, then we have two more floral images, one with tiny, tiny little versions of all the flowers all over. Technically, they're not overlapping, so you can hand cut those out, but they are too small, in my opinion, to cut out, but you could. And then the back is Calypso Coral. And then this one with more of a pattern where it's flowers and leaves in an exact repeated pattern where it basically makes lines and rows of flowers in a diagonal pattern. And the back of that's Parakeet Party. This paper is gorgeous. Get it now while supplies last. And of course, I'm going to use that in this Stamp-A-Stack class, and you'll be getting at least half a pack of it with your class fee. So that's another way to get some. But that designer paper is while supplies last, and the bundle pricing is retiring. Okay. So if you want to make these cards, you can sign up for the class or the club by December 10th. And you'll get to make 3 of each design. There's 4 designs, and we'll cut that got punched and embossed for you. Okay, here we go. Xana. Oh, Xana's having signal problems. I get it. Julie, you don't have this set? What? I'm just kidding. It is very popular, I believe, like just from no facts. I just think it's popular. Okay, so in the class packet, you're going to receive a sheet and a partial of basic white. These will be all the flowers and leaves you're going to need for the whole class, but I'll stamp what I need today on other little scraps. And of course, you always get a photo of my templates in your instructions. But for this first card, our card base is different. It is 5.5 inches by 8 1/4. And you're going to score this, and you will score that yourself at from each end. So put it on with the long side against the side of the trimmer. I know you guys would do it this way probably. The long side there, but I do it wrong. 1.5 and 2.5. This is pretty peacock. 1.5, 2.5. And then I'll turn it around and do the same thing on the other side. 1.5, 2.5. And then when you fold this, there's a nice big section in the front. That's the front of your card. So the very first score marks to the left and right of that fold backwards, and then go zigzag. Fold the next score mark the opposite way. And this makes that card that's more of a stand-up card. So it looks like this when it's folded flat and put in an envelope, and it can stand up on the table like this. It's really cute. Trimmer back. I have a hot mess in here with Team Crafting Zoom last night. I made a huge mess in here crafting other stuff for my team party, which is Saturday. I was doing my gift exchange and doing gifts for bingo, which is getting mailed today. Anyway, I just made a huge mess and I didn't get it all cleaned up. I just moved it over there on top of my paper cutter. Anyway, so here's the base of our card now. It'll be portrait design. And then reminder, when you take these classes from me, you will cut your designer paper and your specialty paper. So by the way, you're also going to get half a pack of this 3-color glimmer paper. It is in our online store. It's peacock, heather, and petal pink. It's gorgeous. The pack actually comes with a full 12 by 12, 2 of each color, but I've used up a bunch of mine. So peacock, heather, petal pink. I actually did not end up using petal pink with these cards, but I used peacock and heather. It's gorgeous. It's glitter paper. Hey, Rhonda. Good morning. And you're going to get half a pack of that with your class fee as well. It'll be over $20 in merchandise total, but just so you know. So you're going to cut your glimmer paper is my point, and you're going to cut your designer paper. Otherwise, your packet will come out something like this, and you'll score that card base. Something like that. all these pieces here, pre-cut, pre-die cut, etc. So besides the designer paper, I have a piece of basic white that actually goes on the back of the card where we can write our note and our sentiment, stamp handmade by, whatever we want to do. That'll be on the back. I'll have all these measurements, 11 a.m. Central on the blog. Forgot to put it up. Linda, love fun fold cards, and the pop-up makes it a wow. Yes, Linda. I'm trying to remember what you sent me, a fun fold, Linda, and I used yours as a template to make multiple cards. I can't remember which one that was. Anyway, okay. Then pre-cut for you, you'll have a petal pink and then a basic white from the Countryside Corners dies. Grab mine. These dies right here. And then the two dies we're using, I put the measurements on the blog post, so you'll find it there, but they're nesting sizes, of course, and it looks like it's second from the largest and then the next one down, but I put the measurements over there. So that's petal pink, that'll go on the front, and then you'll have two petal pink strips to go on the two sides. Again, measurements on the blog. And then you'll have this label here for your greeting, and it's a little rectangle pre-die cut from Nested Essentials dies, which are these dies here, so that it has the rectangle shape with the curved, rounded corners and pierced all around. It's the smallest one there in basic white. Okay, so that's all cut for you. Then you will cut with your PDF instructions and step-by-step measurements the peacock glimmer paper to go on the pink left and right, and then this piece of the leaves designer paper to go in the center. And it is the one that's less bright, the larger leaves, less bright. All right, so let's get to stamping. I thought I threw a scrap of white. Oh, I did. I messed up. Oh, it's fine. It's fine. Okay, I pre-did these flowers. It's fine. I'm going to stamp them on another card for y'all. Or I'll die cut them on another card. I'm just going to grab a scrap of white here. What happened was I changed the order I was going to make my cards. I kept going back and forth because I like to show them. This is like dumb. It's just me. I like to do the cards in the order that I like to go from least favorite to most favorite. And I literally couldn't make up my mind this time, so I kept changing it. Anyway, I'm going to grab my flower. This one here, the largest flower. I'm going to stamp it in petal pink. I don't know what, because they're very artistic. I don't know what kind of flower you would call this. Like, what kind of flower is it? I don't know. Hey, Stella. You were too busy this morning, Stella. Okay, so there's my flowers, and then I'll die cut those out. Magic of television there. On my greeting, it's going to say happy birthday in pretty peacock ink. So on this one, the happy birthday is all caps, just like a skinny little nice all caps font. I'm going to go right in the center of this white, and they're stacked on top of each other, happy and then birthday. So the greeting is just like half an inch tall. Kind of stamped it light, but I'm going to go with it. I don't know what I did, but it kind of is ombre there. But to save you guys time, I'll go with it. Just go with it. I need to stamp. Oh, yes. So, and then I need to stamp a couple more things. On my white Countryside Corners piece, which is Countryside Corners is the one that are rectangles with the corners cut off at a straight edge. I'm going to stamp on this, and I would recommend going ahead and having your die cut flowers there for placement when you do this. I'm going to stamp the stem and let me look. I can't remember what I did. The double leaf image. Yeah, the double leaf image. Sorry, They're in a container here, making it difficult for me to get to. Hold on, is this the double leaf? Yes. Apparently I didn't mount it on a thing. Oh wait, that's Landa's set. Jennifer's a hot mess. I borrowed Landa's stamp set also for other reasons. Okay. Okay, so I've got my flowers there to kind of show me where to put these stems, and I want, you can just curve the stem. It curves, I guess, it curves whichever direction you want it to, depending on how you flip it. But technically, I think it's a little thicker at the top, so I guess it curves to the right. But if you flip it upside down, it curves to the left. Now, this is a super skinny image on red rubber, so if you press too hard, it will be a mess. It'll look terrible. Let me give you an example. If you press too hard on the ink pad, first of all, but especially when you stamp it, oh, of course, it's not going to mess up on me. Just trust me, it'll be bad. But don't get ink on these edges when you ink it also. So nice, light, gentle tap. So I'm going to stamp one stem, look at me, going to the right, and one stem going to the left. And then the flowers will land on those at the top. So use your flowers for placement, but then scoot them away before you stamp, obviously. So the stems end up crisscrossing like this in the middle. And then my leaves, you do have to practice with these leaves. I would recommend stamping on scratch paper first because it's red rubber and you can't see through. You can't see through for placement. But just remember, there's so much space before the I guess sticker starts here until the image actually starts. So when you think you have it lined up with the stem, move it down a little bit. Now, this part's going to actually be covered up by our greeting, so don't stress too hard. It'll be fine. So I stamp a leaf to the right, a leaf to the left. I'll put the left a little bit lower. Look how it stamps, like immediately when you stamp it, it looks like that's a watercolored image. This is Stamp a Stack Club for December, Rhonda. Stamp a Stack. I guess I don't call it card club because I have a card class, but yes, it is card club. If you know what I mean. If you know what I mean. It's just different words. By the way, I meant to bring the flower up close and show you all the beautiful. Oh, my fingernail looks very dirty. It's not dirt, it's makeup. How beautiful it stamps it like watercoloring. Okay, thank you, Rhonda. What else? Okay, on the back, all I did for the piece that'll be on the back is just stamp. Where did I put that scratch paper? The flowers again. Top left corner coming in, just hanging off the edge, and bottom right corner coming in, hanging off the edge. That's going to be the back or inside of my card. Let me restamp it though, because I'm getting ink and makeup on everything today. So that. Okay, so everything's stamped. We can put this card together. And I think you know this, Rhonda, but you can take the class also individually without being a club member. Okay. Using my Stampin' Seal. I'm going to go ahead and just attach this white piece to the back first to get it out of my way mainly. Now, if this had a direction, you would want to, either way, both sides, you got to make sure you match the directions up. So I'm really bad about flipping stuff and forgetting and all that. Okay, then I will attach my designer paper with the leaves. It's the one with the peacock color on the back to the front panel. It's a really tight border. I actually had a white border behind it, but because the Countryside Corners is so large, the white border was taking up too much space, so I removed that. And then let me attach my strips of Peacock Glimmer paper to the Petal Pink strips. And then those will go on the two sides. When you do these kind of cards, you can actually add even more designer paper or specialty paper or embossed paper, whatever, like to these other sections of exposed card-based cardstock. But I usually don't, but you can, and it would look cute. Oh, sorry, I'm shaking the camera bad. It shouldn't be shaking. It must have something off kilter. Okay, so there's that. I'm going to check this real quick, my camera. No, it's not. Oh, maybe I'm shaking the table and it looks like the camera's shaking. Sorry. The camera is stabilized and it shouldn't shake when I touch the table. So that was throwing me off. Okay, I'm going to, let's shout out to my friend Pam who gave me that idea how to stabilize my camera. Shout out, Pam. Okay, so we have our white label on our little pink label. I will attach both flowers with Stampin' Dimensionals. Using the mini Stampin' Dimensionals. Hey, Pam in North Carolina, good morning. I'll just do the triangle method here. So, although I'm reversing it, but yeah, it's a medium-sized shape. So I do 3 dimensionals in a triangle shape. I just trimmed my nails this morning. They were looking, ugh. But now they're super short. I also didn't have time to file them very well. Okay, so left flower down, then the right one overlapping it a little bit. Now with this class, you're also going to get, I can't remember how much, maybe a half a pack of this ribbon. It is the ribbon duo combo pack. You get petal pink and I believe lemon lime twist, I think. Anyway, green. So I'm going to use the petal pink ribbon on this card and make a bow. So 2 bunny ear bows, lots of space in between. I'm going to, they're each in one hand and my ribbon has not been turned or twisted at all. It's flat. If I let it go, it stays flat. That's important to have a pretty bow. And then I'll just take my right loop or right bunny ear over the left bunny ear on top and then push that right one down into the rabbit hole. And then pull and fix it. Make it whatever size you need. Might have given myself way too much of a tail on that one side. It's going to be wasteful. Let's see. Okay. I'm just evening out my bow now. Sometimes you have to mess with that for a little bit. Oh my goodness, don't pull so hard. By the way, this petal pink ribbon, it's about 1/4 of an inch or so wide, and it's got these little, almost like stripes in it, almost like white little stripes. The green one is a lot thinner and skinnier, not like a twine, but it's a lot skinnier. It's as skinny as our metallic, in color metallic ribbon. Okay, so my bow, what I'm going to do with that is place it down here, kind of where the leaves all meet at an angle. So I'll use a mini glue dot. I'll use a mini glue dot. Like that. And then my greeting's going to go right on top of that bow. So I'm going to use dimensionals where they won't be. No, I think it's fine. I'm going to do the 4 corners. If they're going to be on a super thick part of the ribbon, you might want to avoid that. But I think I'm okay to do the 4 corners here on my dimensionals. I'm using the mini, like I mentioned, but you can use whatever size you want. And so the bow is just going to, or the greeting will just overlap the bow there. And luckily it covers up when you smear ink all over it like I did. Down there in the bottom right hand corner. Okay, Stampin' Dimensionals on the back of my countryside corners. Y'all know me, I'm just going to do 5. It'll be fine. You may put more of your own dimensionals on there. 5 is fine. And I'm basically going to center this on the front of the card here. But if it's a little higher or lower or left or right, it'll be fine. And then to finish it off, you're also going to get some sequins. These are the Adhesive Back Sequins Trio. And I'm going to use the clear ones here. Just grab my Take Your Pick tool out of its holder. And I'll grab a couple of small bottom right of the greeting and a large one top left of the greeting. All right, I'm sorry. I'm way too high today. And there is the finished card. And the back. It folds up, like it fits perfectly in an envelope when it's all folded up. Of course, you can use your bone folder. Y'all saw, I think you saw me today. I don't think I even used the bone folder when I did the folds, but it would fold a lot better if you did. Here's my original one. So it's a little, I think the bow's a little larger, maybe. I'm not sure. Anyway, there you go. Card number 1. Smear equals bling. Very true, V. I love it. Okay, so card 1 in your Stamp a Stack class. Also, if you want to win these cards that I'm making today, just from watching the video, just comment on the video, even on replay. We're about to get caught up with our giveaways because I need to get all these Christmas cards in the mail in December that I've made recently. But we're, of course, not caught up on that right now. Okay, next card is a Fresh Freesia base. So this class has 2 cards that are more Freesia base related, whatever, and 2 that are more petal pink. So we get the pink and the Freesia covered. If you're a pink person, you get pink. If you're a purple person, you get purple. So that is a plus for taking this class from me. Okay, I'm preparing something over here. Okay, so the card base is Fresh Freesia. I'm going to go ahead and fold that. It's just a normal fold. Fold the card base in half, and it will be landscape this time. So Fresh Freesia, light purple, landscape. And then, of course, when you take your 8.5 by 11 paper, cut it in half, you get 2 cards out of each sheet of paper, and they will fit into the invitation size envelope. Which is this medium we sell. Okay, for this card, you are going to cut 3 pieces of designer paper. We're using 2 of them is the more watercolor side. What's it called? Parakeet Party and Fresh Freesia. I got a section here that hardly has any watercolor on it, but it's fine. But it is the designer paper. And then this little piece here has the flowers on it. It's the back of the Parakeet Party one. Okay, so again, I will have the measurements for these on the blog for you. And of course, if you take the class, you'll get the full step-by-step instructions, but you'll see how it lays out on here. The Parakeet is larger rectangle. Freesia is a shorter a shorter rectangle. They're actually both the same length. And then the designer paper is 2 inches by 2 inches. The flower one, 2 by 2. Okay. Also, what we will provide is a strip of fresh freesia cardstock. This is just the cardstock. A 2 by 2 square of basic white that's been embossed with the cane weave embossing folder, which is right here. Nope. Hold on. Cane weave right there. Annual catalog. And then, dang it. Stuck something down in the ink. And then a half-inch strip of Parakeet Party cardstock. Okay. Thank you, Julie. Thanks, Cheryl. Thanks. Who said nice card? Jackie, thank you. Sorry, I have to go back and forth to see the names. Then on your piece of 8.5 by 11 cardstock, you will stamp for this card. You need the same flower from the last card, the large one in petal pink. The smaller flower, which is not much smaller, but it is smaller than the larger one. It's more like a tulip style. You need 2 of those in fresh freesia. Remember, you're making multiple cards. That's why I have so many stamped on my class example. You need 1 image of the large stem and leaves piece in Parakeet Party. And then you need 1 of the little stem, like foliage piece that can go in as little decorations on your cards, stamped in Pretty Peacock. And that's all on white cardstock. And then you die cut those out. Okay. Now for our greeting, it's going to go on the strip of Parakeet Party in Pretty Peacock ink. And I'm putting on this card, "You're the Best." And that is the same font as Happy Birthday, but it's all 1 row. So it's a little bit longer. So "You're the Best." I'm going to stamp it toward the right, but not all the way to the right of this strip. I'm going to take my time this time so I don't get an ombre. So the trick with these skinny word images is don't press hard. Tap, tap, tap. But when you stamp it down, hold it firm for a few seconds. And I mean, by firm, I do not mean, I just mean like I'm holding it. And then you can rock these the tiniest bit to get the ink to distribute on the top and bottom. But if you do all that and you're pressing crazy hard, that's what I was talking about earlier when I tried to show you with the stem here. It blurs out. And if you got ink on the edges and you rock it, you get that comes off on your card as well. So anyway, hopefully those tips are helpful. Now, since I pre-stamped all these flowers for you and die cut them out, that's all the stamping I have to do right now. I'm going to take my scissors and cut the right end, off of the greeting at an angle, just to give it, make it look cuter basically, but not have to bother with the V cutting. And now I'm ready to put this card together. So the first layer, hey Cheryl, thank you. The first layer is the Parakeet Party designer paper. And it's a rectangle, and it will go all the way to the left of this card base, which is fresh freesia, and centered top to bottom. And then the next layer is the fresh freesia designer paper, which is the same length, but a lot shorter, probably about 1 inch or so shorter. And it will go all the way to the right, also centered top to bottom. Then we have the next layer is this fresh freesia cardstock, and it is as tall as the card base, so it will go up and down over here toward the right, but still let it's 4 1/4 inches tall. Still let the parakeet And of course, Fresh Freesia Show on the right. It goes like that. Then at the top of that is the basic white embossed with cane weave. So this is 2 by 2 inches. You will lay it on here so that there is a 1/8 inch border on the 3 sides. And then the designer paper that you cut 2 by 2 inches with the little flowers on it is the same size as this white piece, 2 by 2. It goes at the bottom with the same border. So you want to pay attention to the 3 borders, top or bottom and 2 sides, versus this middle part. Just don't even care about the middle because it's not going to show on your card. So if they overlap a little or if there's a gap, who cares? You want this part to look good. Okay, so that's that part. Then we're just going to sort of put these flowers together and make a little bouquet. Grab my silicone craft sheet. Throw one in my class tub here. Okay, so I'm going to put all of the flowers together and make a little bouquet and then add dimensionals to the back of that. And also the grading needs to go first, but that's fine. So the order I put them in, I'm just going to add adhesive to the back of each one, but then I may need to add more or modify, which is fine. But I placed them kind of like a freesia one, top rightish, and then the petal coming out to the more lower left of that. Let me tuck behind this petal one, this little accent pretty peacock one. There's a hole right there, but I'm going to cover that up with this other Fresh Freesia flower. And I'm just going to see, like, do I like how this looks? And actually, just looking at my original sample, I want to move the petal one. How do I have this? Okay, this must be further over. Sorry, they're all falling apart here. Move the petal down a little bit to cover up this hole a little bit more. Yeah, this was glued to the table. So I'm just shifting it around, but just play with it and see, you know, make something you think looks cute. That's actually a little different than my original, but I like how this green flower is poking out here, which is not on my original. So just play with it, make a bouquet. It'll look fine. And then add Stampin' Dimensionals on the back, which are where? Right here. When you do something like this, you can use the dimensionals to secure everything together. So wherever you have overlap, the 2 pieces side by side, overlap a dimensional. And then fill in where is left that needs one. So that's way more than I usually do, but it's securing everything down. That way I didn't have to use a ton of adhesive when I made the bouquet in the first place. And then, oh, sorry. Let me put the greeting on next, just so it's not, or because it's going to go under the flowers a little bit. Stampin' Dimensionals on the greeting. It will overlap where the 2-inch pieces met and hang off to the right a little bit. If you end up needing to trim off this left side a little, you can. It just depends on how it's affecting your cart, you know, your flowers and stuff. I think I'll just leave it. It's fine. Flowers will go a little higher right there. So I'm just placing the flowers to the left. Then I want to add a bow. So this will be from the ribbon combo. This is the Parakeet Party one. Much thinner, I don't know, 1/8 of an inch or so. And it also has little white stitching through it. Oh, sorry, white stitching right there. Make the bow. By the way, this is thinner. Again, it's not twine, but it's so thin, it's very easy to make a bow, in my opinion. You don't have to stress as much about the ribbon staying flat and all that stuff. So I got a bow there. That will go down here at the base of the leaves. And then we'll add some sequins and that card will be done. This is card 2 from my Stampa stack, December. You can join the club or sign up for the class by December 10th. The link to join the club is in this video description right now. And the link for the class will come out at 1 p.m. today in my 1 o'clock email. And then tomorrow you'll get the big email with all of my events for the month. Okay, so in these sequins, they're Pretty Peacock, Berry Burst, and White. I'm going to use the Berry Burst ones. It's a very, very light Berry Burst, very light. So it almost looks purple or pink depending on what you put it with. So I'll do a large and 2 small up here in the right corner, top right corner of the white piece. There it is. Yes, Julie, this stamp set is carrying over, but the bundle pricing is not. So that means it won't be in the holiday catalog, but it will be available after this catalog ends. So it'll be available January 4th in the online store. And then it should be printed in our next annual catalog. There's card 2 for my purple ladies. I know I might have a couple, even though you should like pink better, but it's fine. Corinne, thanks for sharing. Thank you, Cindy. Yeah, super cute, I think. Okay, also you have a chance to win them today by commenting here. Okay, last card, card number 3, our last one. Grab a little note I have here. So apparently I was going to make this one first originally, so this is the one I'm actually going to stamp and die cut the flowers on. But card number 3 is a basic white card base, 5.5 by 8.5. We're just going to fold it in half. This is also for the purple ladies. Although I think you can like purple and pink. I don't think it has to be one or the other. Y'all agree? Probably not. But I don't think so. I think it can be both. Okay, this will be a portrait card, so set that aside. And then my next layer is Parakeet Party. Measurements on the blog, 11 a.m. Central. Then you'll cut a sheet of this designer paper to go on top of the Parakeet Party. This is the small flowers pattern with coral on the back. Small flowers pattern. And then your next layer will be a piece of Parakeet Party cardstock to go across the center. It's like 1.5 or so tall, but check the measurements on the blog. That is embossed for you with this embossing folder, which is from the Basics 3D embossing folders, which is a set of 3 folders. I think these are online only in the online store. But this is the one with the little hash marks all over it. I think it's super cute. It matches, blurry. It matches a lot of different stuff. So that will go across the middle, left to right there. Then you will cut your glimmer paper, your Highland Heather glimmer paper, to go behind this piece of basic white that's been die cut with the Radiating Stitches dies. They're online and they're temporarily not available, but they are coming back. They're online only. And it's one of the rectangles in Radiating Stitches. These dies are amazing. If you don't have them, put them on your list to get them when they come back in stock. But the rectangle that's missing there is the medium size one that I cut this with. Okay, so for this card, I need my Fresh Freesia and Parakeet Party ink pads. Oh, and sorry, one last thing I have is a basic white banner, the longer, skinnier banner from Stylish Shapes dies, which are the dies that have circles, squares, and banners with pierced holes. They're amazing. Everybody needs those. Okay, and then I have a scrap here of white, but in class, this would be your scrap white. So what I need to stamp and die cut out, yes, is the smaller flower in Fresh Freesia, which I have to hold. And I need 2 of those. Tap, tap, tap. Don't press hard. Hold it for a couple of seconds after you stamp. Actually, let me keep this out. Let me go ahead and stamp my greeting on the banner. This card's going to say congratulations. So just, it's long and skinny. Congratulations is same font, all caps. I'm going to stamp it just like I did the last one. It looks like it might be slightly crooked. Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. Congratulations. And then directly on this white rectangle, which I have going up and down portrait, I'm going to stamp the leaves, the large leaf image in Parakeet Party. Really made a mess today. And just kind of going straight up the center from the bottom. You might even hang it off the bottom the tiniest bit. The little stem there. So pretty how it stamps. Okay, so now I'm going to die cut these flowers out. So if you're new to stamping, the previous, exactly, Julie, the previous 2 cards where I stamped and die cut out, this is what I did. So always go ahead and loosely cut apart your images from your big old sheet. Like cut them into individual pieces. And then we can die cut them out. I only have one of these flower dies because I only have one set of dies, which is fine. So I'll need to cut one at a time. I'm a die cut machine. Die is over here. Anytime you can put your dies in long and skinny, that's better for it shifting when it runs through the machine, and it cuts better that way. This direction, align it while it's on the machine. I have the cut plate that's all cut up, you can see, and I have the one that I keep that I don't cut on. And that goes on top, and then just run it through. You can turn it real fast. It's all good. Side note, notice how this is cut into. I did that yesterday by putting a die upside down. I could not believe I did that. I was making a gift for my party on Saturday, and I was in a rush. And I had measured what size I needed to cut the paper for that banner with the die upside down, and I left it that way when I placed it on my machine. I was so irritated at myself, but luckily it didn't like stick in here or anything. It just looked really weird on the foil paper I had run it through. It came out, I was like, this didn't cut at all. Oh, very funny. So it comes out like that. You just poke it out. It's all good. Oh, my camera's blurry today. I don't know why it's blurry. Okay, now I think we have all our pieces. This card's actually pretty simple. It's just like, I like the color scheme. It's really pretty. Okay, so let me start with the base here. Hold on, I'm checking something. Yep. Okay. I will attach the designer paper to the Parakeet Party and then attach that to the card base. Ooh, going fast today. Fast. For me, if you're new here, for me it's fast. Then attach the Parakeet Party strip across the center. Ish. I think it's fine. Oh, I moved the camera. Sorry. Whatever you saw of that. I couldn't believe I did that, Robin. It's like, what the heck? Okay, this glimmer paper, this adhesive doesn't stick to super well. So I'm just using dimensionals wherever there's glimmer paper. If you have a tip, if you've used this particular glimmer paper and you have a good adhesive that works, let us know. But the Stampin' Seal, which is a very strong adhesive, but it's just the texture of this paper, it did come apart. So I'm using dimensionals, and I'm placing the white where I stamped the leaves on the Highland Heather, but I am going to give it like more pressure than normal. And then I'm just going to go ahead and put more dimensionals on that for my card base, to put this on my card base. Again, still using the mini Stampin' Dimensionals, but you can use the large ones as well, or the regular ones. It does not matter. So this just goes right in the center of this card. And then one flower, the Fresh Freesia, I will attach flat, and one with Stampin' Dimensionals. So I'll do my triangle on the flower of dimensionals. I'm going to place one flower to the right and a little lower, one to the left and a little higher. And I'm going to tie a bow with the Parakeet Party ribbon. Marcella, thank you. Thanks for sharing also. Almost called you Marsha, Marcella, because I couldn't interpret the words properly. I am very, like, I woke up at 3 a.m. with a headache today, like a really bad headache. It has gotten better, but it was still bad when I woke up this morning. Anyway, so I'm like kind of out of it. I feel real sleepy, and I think it's the air, the weather, the weird, almost gonna rain, but not weather. I asked Landa if she had a headache, and she said no. So, okay, so I got my bow. Put a glue dot on it. I'm going to place it on the card down here where the leaves are at an angle. Basically just like I did the first card, except the angles go in the opposite direction. And then congratulations, we'll have Stampin' Dimensionals on the back, on the left and right, because the middle will be where the bow is. So I'll just add, or the knot of the bow, I'll just add a little adhesive there. And congratulations will go right across the bow there. And then all we need is sequins, and it'll be done. Where are they? Right here. Take the pick tool. I'm going to use the clear sequins. I will place a large just over here right above congratulations in the white area of the leaf piece. Just too small and a large sequin there. I don't know. I just think this card is pleasing to the eye, the colors and stuff. And it's our other purple themed card for the class. Thank you, Cindy. Yay, Julie. Woo! Julie agrees it's her favorite. Thank you, Cindy. Thanks, Debbie. Oh, good morning, Debbie. Let me grab the other cards. You can see all three at once. And I will show you the fourth card. And also, I've got a few samples here with this stuff. So, thank you, Debbie. Your fourth card is going to be a Z fold. Boop. And again, petal pink. So we have the 2 pink and the 2 purples. The fourth one, you don't have to do the die cutting because you have to do it on all 3 here. So we won't do die cutting on the fourth one. But it's still really pretty. And I think there are 4 greetings in this set. Yes, and we used all 4, of course, on the 4 cards. You make 3 of each, 12 cards total. It's the Stamp-A-Stack. So yeah, so register or join by December 10th. Don't forget, for the 3 cards I made today, I'll have the recipe cards on the blog by 11 a.m. Central today. It will have the measurements and the supply list. If you ever see mistakes on these, let me know. Thank you, Robin. Thank you, Rhonda. Thanks, Corinne. What else? Oh, on the blog today, I'll also have the individual photos, the supply list, just all the stuff about the cards. And of course, class information and all that. So those are the cards. And of course, these are the ones you can be entered to win today just by commenting on the video. I have some additional samples here using these products. This one honestly was an alternative card for the class, and I really like it, but it's an alternative class card idea that I made, where we hand cut the designer paper, a flower out of it. Sounds like a good one too, but it didn't make the cut. And then this was from my card class a while back. I don't remember what month we made this in card class. And then there's another one, or the other one from card class is right here. And then this was a swap. I remember Martha. This was the first card I got with this set. And I loved her sample so much from Martha. And then I believe this one is from Kelly. Now, this is just the designer paper, but again, it's an idea how to use the paper. And you could throw in the flowers on this card as well, the stamps. And this is a swap I received. I do not know who made that one, but different colors. Like, that's with a different designer paper. So, of course, you can use these flowers with any color scheme you want. Awesome. Cool. So thank you guys very much. Thanks, Lori. Sandy, I can't remember if you're a club member in the other club, but anyway, if not, the way you get the PDFs is with my class registration link. So you only want the PDF. You go to the registration link for Stamp-A-Stack, for card class, for scrapbook, or sampler. It's all the same link. And within that link is an option, tutorials only. The way I sell this tutorial is all 4 classes for $30. It's an incredible deal. Like, it's hugely discounted, but I do bundle them up as one for $30, all 4 tutorials for the month. So hopefully that answers your question, Sandy, but you can message me if you need it, whatever, if you need more info on that. Also, if I can't remember if someone in my club purchased some tutorials individually last month, but I can't remember how we did that. Cool, Sandy. Thank you. Just reach out if you need anything. Thank you, Landa. Thanks, Cindy. All right. Well, everyone have a great day, great week. I'm going to, as soon as I do all my after video stuff today, I will be getting ready for my team party, which is Saturday. Very fun. We have like lunch and a gift exchange and swaps and make and takes. And so we're going to have a lot of fun Saturday morning. And then we have, you can participate long distance in that stuff as well. And what do I have after that? I guess card class. My monthly classes is my next thing to prep, because this is the only one I've designed out of the 4. So everyone have a great week, and I should be back next Thursday. I think it'll be fine. November 7th at 9 a.m. Central. So I'll see y'all then. So thank you very much. What set does the happy birthday to you come in? Probably Cindy, I'm going to have to find out, and I'll post it as a comment here. I'll reply to your comment, unless somebody else can comment because they know already. But I'll find out. I just don't remember. That is a cute happy birthday to you, though. I agree. Awesome. I know, Julie. I definitely wish you lived closer. All right, everyone have a great day. I'll see y'all next week. Bye.